Most people misunderstand Stoicism before they ever practice it. They think it means suppressing emotion, rejecting ambition, or living a quiet, passive life. That misunderstanding is why so many men fail to benefit from it. True Stoicism is not about withdrawal. It is about control. Not control over others, but control over the only thing that truly matters, yourself. To dominate life does not mean overpowering people or circumstances. It means remaining unshaken when pressure arrives. It means clarity when others panic. It means direction when the world becomes chaotic. Stoicism is not softness disguised as wisdom. It is strength refined by discipline. This video exists to strip Stoicism down to its core and rebuild it in a way that actually works in modern life. Not philosophy for comfort, philosophy for execution, philosophy for dominance. Not over people, but over impulse, distraction, fear, and weakness. Watch closely. What follows is not motivation. It is instruction. And if you want more content like this, content that sharpens your thinking, hardens your discipline, and strengthens your daily routine, subscribe to this channel now. Everything here is built for long-term growth, not short-term inspiration. 1. Stoicism begins with absolute control of perception. Life does not break men. Interpretation does. Two people can experience the same hardship and walk away with completely different outcomes. One collapses, the other grows stronger. The difference is not circumstance, it is perception. Stoicism teaches that events themselves are neutral. What gives them power is the meaning you attach to them. When you interpret difficulty as punishment, you weaken. When you interpret it as training, you sharpen. Dominating life starts here. You do not wait for conditions to improve. You improve your lens. Every setback becomes instruction. Every delay becomes preparation. Every loss becomes data. Most men surrender power by reacting emotionally before thinking rationally. Stoicism reverses this order. Thought comes first. Emotion follows discipline, not impulse. This is why Stoic men appear calm under pressure. They are not immune to stress. They have simply trained themselves not to inflate it. When you master perception, external chaos loses its grip. Life stops feeling overwhelming and starts feeling manageable. Not because it got easier, but because you got stronger. This is the foundation of domination. 2. Stoicism demands ruthless responsibility for action. Most men know what they should do, very few do it consistently. This gap between knowledge and execution is where potential dies. Stoicism exists to close that gap. It removes excuses by shrinking your focus to what is within your control: your actions, your effort, your discipline. A Stoic man does not wait for motivation. He understands that motivation is emotional and unreliable. Discipline is rational and repeatable. When you act only when you feel inspired, you become a servant to mood. When you act because it is required, you become stable. Dominating life means doing the necessary work even when it feels uncomfortable, boring, or unrewarding. Stoicism reframes discomfort as a signal of progress rather than a reason to stop. Pain becomes information. Resistance becomes confirmation that growth is happening. Responsibility is heavy. That is why most avoid it, but weight builds strength. The man who carries responsibility daily develops reliability. Reliability compounds into confidence. Confidence compounds into authority over self. A Stoic man does not blame time, luck, or circumstances. He asks one question repeatedly: what is required of me right now? Then he acts. This mindset removes paralysis. Decisions become simpler. Action becomes habitual. Progress becomes inevitable. 3. Stoicism restructures how you relate to time. Most men waste energy regretting the past or fantasizing about the future. Stoicism anchors attention in the present moment, not because the future doesn't matter, but because action only exists now. The past is information, not identity. The future is direction, not obsession. The present is the only place power operates. A Stoic man reviews his past to extract lessons, then releases it. He plans for the future with intention, then stops worrying about it. His focus returns to what can be executed today. This is domination through precision. When your attention is not fragmented, effort intensifies. When effort intensifies, results accelerate. Time stops feeling scarce when it is used deliberately. Stoicism trains you to eliminate unnecessary tasks, distractions, and commitments that dilute focus. You begin to operate with clarity rather than urgency. Men who dominate life are not faster, they are more deliberate. They waste less energy on what does not move them forward. Stoicism teaches you to treat time as a non-renewable resource and yourself as its steward. 4. Stoicism redefines strength through emotional command. Strength is not emotional suppression. It is emotional governance. A Stoic man feels anger, desire, fear, and ambition, but he does not allow those emotions to dictate behavior. Most men are reactive. Something happens externally, and their internal state collapses or explodes. Stoicism trains the pause between stimulus and response. In that pause lies power. When insulted, you choose restraint. When tempted, you choose discipline. When stressed, you choose order. These choices compound into self-respect. Dominating life requires emotional predictability. Not for others, but for yourself. When you know you will act rationally regardless of emotion, confidence stabilizes. This is why Stoicism emphasizes self-observation. You watch your thoughts without immediately obeying them. You interrogate impulses before acting on them. Over time, emotions lose their tyranny. They become signals, not commands. A man who commands his emotions cannot be easily manipulated, distracted, or destabilized. He becomes internally sovereign. 5. Stoicism builds dominance through daily routine. Most men underestimate the power of repetition. They search for breakthroughs instead of systems. Stoicism rejects this impatience. It teaches that domination is not achieved through intensity alone, but through consistency applied over time. A Stoic daily routine is simple, but uncompromising. You wake with intention. You move your body. You sharpen your mind. You execute necessary tasks whether you feel like it or not. This repetition removes chaos from life. Routine eliminates decision fatigue. When actions are predetermined, discipline becomes automatic. You no longer negotiate with yourself. You act. Stoicism encourages intentional discomfort within routine. Cold exposure, physical exertion, mental focus without distraction. These practices are not about suffering. They're about training resilience so life's challenges feel manageable by comparison. Men who dominate life are not reckless. They are structured. Their routines protect them from emotional volatility, distraction, and decay. When your days are ordered, your mind follows. When your mind is ordered, progress becomes predictable. This is how ordinary actions compound into extraordinary outcomes. 6. Stoicism removes dependence on external validation. Most men are controlled by approval. Praise energizes them. Criticism destabilizes them. Stoicism breaks this dependency by shifting validation inward. A Stoic man evaluates himself by effort, not applause. He measures success by alignment with principles, not reactions from others. This internal standard creates freedom. When approval is no longer required, fear diminishes. You speak honestly. You act decisively. You take risks aligned with purpose rather than popularity. This is domination through independence. You cannot be manipulated by flattery or controlled by rejection. Stoicism teaches that reputation is fragile and temporary. Character is stable and enduring. A man who invests in character builds something that cannot be taken. As validation loses power, focus sharpens. Energy returns to execution instead of image management. This shift is subtle, but transformative. Life becomes quieter. Decisions become cleaner. Confidence becomes unshakable. 7. Stoicism trains long-term vision without emotional attachment. Most men quit too early because they expect immediate rewards. Stoicism teaches patience without passivity. You work diligently while remaining detached from outcome. This does not mean you lack ambition. It means your ambition is disciplined. You understand that mastery requires time, repetition, and delayed gratification. A Stoic man commits to the process fully. He does not constantly check results for reassurance. He trusts the system he is building. This mindset prevents burnout. When outcome obsession disappears, effort becomes sustainable. You stop oscillating between hope and disappointment. Dominating life requires endurance. Stoicism supplies it by teaching you to find satisfaction in effort itself. When others quit because results are slow, you continue because growth is happening internally. Eventually, results appear, quietly, decisively, and without desperation. Final reflection. Stoicism is not about escaping life. It is about meeting it with strength, clarity, and discipline. To dominate life is not to control everything around you. It is to control yourself regardless of what happens. When perception is trained, action becomes precise. When routine is disciplined, progress compounds. When emotion is governed, decisions sharpen. If you want more content like this, content designed to build clarity, discipline, and inner dominance, subscribe to this channel. Stoicism is not a trend. It is a weapon for those willing to practice it daily.